Hey everybody, welcome to day 14. I am so happy that you made it this far. Tonight is going to be a really quick training, and we're going to be talking about hashtags. I've been really busy all day doing the virtual grand openings, so I want to make it quick, but it's also going to be very informational. What is a hashtag? This is what people use to tag a post with the topic with a word or a phrase, and it allows a post, a picture, a video, anything to become searchable. And they're on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram is my favorite, of course, but you can also use them on Facebook. It's simple. If you hashtag #resolution drops, you are going to find a whole ton of posts that have ever been made about resolution drops. So very simply put, a hashtag is anything that comes after the pound symbol on one of your posts. Okay. I have a few tips and tricks. First tip and trick being that you want to post your hashtags in your comments. We went over this in our video yesterday, but you don't want to have a post with like 30 hashtags and they're all showing in your main post. It kind of makes you look desperate. Like they're like, oh wow, this girl really thought out 30 hashtags. But it makes you look desperate. And as you want to do it as soon as you post. So right after you post, you want to have your hashtags. I usually have a bunch saved to my phone for different topics that I normally post about. So I have about 10 notes with different hashtags. But, you want to make sure that you don't put it in your regular post and that you post it in a comment right away afterwards. So what this is going to do is if you post it in a comment, you'll be the first comment if you do it right after. And what it'll do, what I like to do is put a whole bunch of dots series and then put my hashtags underneath of it because it makes sure that, let me show you guys actually. It makes sure that you don't actually see them in the post. So I'm going to show you the example of the one I did yesterday. And here it is. If you look at it, excuse my cracked screen, it says ... next to Jackie the brand. And if you click on the ... what does it say? It has all my hashtags. But just think about if you had all those hashtags right underneath of it. It looks salesy, it looks messy, and it looks desperate. So I like to put mine in comments underneath, so it's still searchable right away, but you don't actually have to see them all. So you want to do it as soon as you post your post, and you want to do this because each hashtag has its own newsfeed. So if you search #resolution drop, it's going to give you a list of everyone that has tagged it. And it's going to be linked to the date and time of the actual post, not of when you commented on your post with those hashtags. So if you use like a really popular hashtag like for like or #love, you're going to get all this attention and you're going to be right at the top of the news feed for like a very split second. So make sure that you are posting it right away, right after you post it, so you get your time at the top of the newsfeed. Because if you go back 2 days later and add hashtags to it, it's great because it will be searchable. But think about, if you go on Google and you type in something, and do you make it to the 10th page to go see what the content is? And the answer is no. So I use hashtags often. I make sure I'm posting kind of about the same things and I'm using the same hashtags, but I switch them up like every month. So with popular hashtags, I told you yesterday, they're going to attract spammers. So if you use like for like or #love, you'll get a lot of likes, you'll get a lot of comments, and you may even get a lot of followers, but they're very low quality followers, right? So a low quality follower is someone that doesn't like, doesn't comment, and they aren't actually going to engage in your business. They're either following or liking your picture because they are spam, people. And that's one of the things that they do to get more traffic back to their page, or it's a robot following, or it's another page following you by way of a robot. So they're very low quality. So you want to be make very highly targeted and specific hashtags that are in your niche. or in your industry. You okay? What's wrong? So in your niche or in your industry, okay? Um, you okay? Please stop spitting. Um, but the top hashtags. So like I said, you'll get a lot of comments and you'll get a lot of likes and you'll get it very, very quickly. But you will be at the top of the news feed for that hashtag only for a very split second. So you'll get a lot of time. So I like to mix my hashtags. I like to use more common ones and uncommon ones at the same time. So I get a lot of likes and comments very quickly to make myself look popular and well sought after. But then, I also use very targeted and specific hashtags as well, because I'll be at the top of their news feed, for that specific hashtag, boss fit mom of two. I'll be at the top of that hashtag for a while, and there are people that are going to search it, if that's what they're into. Okay, so I hope you guys get the difference between them. Yeah, I said use a mix. Okay, so that's just really quickly a few things about hashtags, how to use them, why they're important, and how to pick the right ones. So a little bit about your homework. I've had you been listening to not personal development, opportunity calls for the past 4 or 5 days, listening to 2 a day. So now I want you to choose your favorite out of every single one that you heard, and I want you to learn how to copy the best cat. So if you liked the opportunity call the best and you found a lot of information in there that made you interested, remember you're attracting people like you. So your audience will also probably find the same type of call attractive. So what you want to do is learn how to copy the best cat. So pick the call up. I want you to listen through their story, listen to how they outlined it, how long it took them to do their story. Then I want you to listen to how they presented the product, how they transitioned into it, how they talked about the compensation plan, how they wrapped up the call, and their tone of voice, their speech, all of these types of things, take them into consideration. And I want you to copy the best cat and record your own opportunity call. I want you to change around the story so that it fits yours. And I want you to record it. And I want you to post your link in the comments below. But your goal at the end of this is going to be that you have a recorded opportunity call that you can let people listen in on. This probably won't be the one. We're probably going to want to edit it a few times as you listen into other calls. But I always have at least one on my free conference call line that I can direct people to. So copy the best cat call. You want to do that, and you want to change it to your story. You want to learn how to keep it about the same time, and be able to copy the best cat. Next, your personal development. You choose it on your own. Post it here. Have it revolve around social media since it's social media week. And I want you guys to make sure that you're keeping up with your content calendars as well as your activity trackers. They're both very important. I've been definitely following the last 2 steps. I haven't done a lot of personal development in the past 2 days, but I'll be tattooing tomorrow and Friday, so I'll catch up all day long listening to it. Actually ordered some new books, so I'm excited for them to come. But next, I always give you guys these amazing apps. I've never used an app to create hashtags or research them or do any analytics on them. So I want you guys to research and find a few cool hashtag apps that are beneficial, or one, and post it in the comments below. Let us know what it does, how you implemented it, the usability of it, and the success of it. And I asked you in the past couple of days to list your 5 umbrella topics that you were posting for your latergrams on. I want you, out of the most popular ones in the past couple of days, to create hashtags in your notes section of your phone, preceded by a series of dots, and create hashtags for each one of those 5 umbrella topics and have them in your notes. Post them here as well so we can see them. Set up your posts for tomorrow using your Prime to see when your top posting times are, using your Instagram, using all of that stuff. and now using your hashtags with it to set up your posts. Make sure that you are inviting everybody on your list and keeping up with these virtual grand openings. I believe we have 3 tomorrow. I will post, of course, in the comments below and let you know whose they are once I find my schedule. And remember that we have a Zoom call tonight at 9, so I want you to set an alarm and post a picture of it. All right, you guys, happy. Finish out the week strong. Bye.